welcome to the space. This is White Mirror Oracle, and we're going to do a timeless reading for you today. So let's dive in deep and see what we have here. We got the tarot going here, and we got the Eight of Swords. So you are stuck in some kind of fear or fear of abandonment, I'm hearing. This is a wound that makes you feel like you're a fool, but you're also very stubbornly holding on to it, I'm hearing. So, let's see if there's anything else. I think it is like an unintegrated shadow part too, so you might be good with just like taking some time to realize how this hinders you and how this also leads you onto the path of a circular movement where you go back again to the same spot in life. We got the 10 of coins backwards, so this definitely has to do with something related to family and something that you've dealt with in the past, or maybe that you experienced in your childhood. So there's some deep healing that needs to be done here. Could also be something in your current environment, something about your children, or if you have family, your family. I mean, we all have some kind of family, you know, right? But, you know, this pertains more to like elders or youngers. Youngsters, is that even a word? Yeah. Okay, let's see. So what else do you need to know related to this? Get the 5 of Swords and the 8 of Cups. All right, saw sadness here and gloomy, but we have to address it, okay? We got the 8 of Cups in reverse together with the 5 of Swords. We got the 5 of Coins at the bottom of the deck. We got the sun shining in here a little bit, and the Lovers. But I would say there is a choice of your heart, but if you choose this path, you need to heal yourself, because you've been in circle motion for a while now, trying to address this wound, but you haven't. Trying to heal from this, from the past. Remembrance of somebody leaving you and then coming back again. Leaving you and come back again. Also, perhaps you've been unable to leave this pain or this struggle behind. Because the 8 of Cups usually represents somebody that leaves all of their 8 of Cups. 8 Cups represents, you know, fulfillment and strength and beauty and grace, but they leave it in order for them to find the last 2 ones. And the last 2 ones is all about communion with self, with God, with life, and with another. It also talks about, you know, the Jungian philosophy of going into the abyss of the unknown, the hero's journey to find yourself. But in order to find yourself, you have to let go of the idea of who you think you are. And I think a lot is connected to this wound that you're still having on, you know, about how, you know, you're holding on to this wound that is almost like a cape, almost like a facade, almost like a past version of you, related to family or something that is connected to family. Maybe it's also pressure from family, you know. The 8 of Cups in reverse with the 5 of Swords is somebody that's unable to leave. Maybe because of duty, maybe because of suffering, maybe because of some form of like guilt, I would say. Or maybe even, you know, to this, you know, there could be a narcissistic family member, could be somebody that, like, you know, has this cord attachment or hook on you. If you need some energy work, you can reach out to me. I'll help you out. Yeah, let's move on. What is the advice to get out of this situation, though? I mean, of course, you need to feel it in order to heal it. But I think in your case, you felt it a lot. Maybe you need to rationalize this a little bit and just, you know, yeah. We got the Moon card. While I was saying maybe you need to rationalize this, the cards say otherwise. No, you don't. You need to face your fears. The Moon is the unknown. So maybe you haven't faced your fears already, and this is the time to do so. The Moon is the unknown. The Moon is also the emotions and the stirring of the waters of the soul. So you want to reach into your deep self and find out what's there, okay? Because there's something there holding you back. There's something there not allowing you to heal. And remember, try to remember that everything is an illusion. I mean, you know, you can't just walk around and just say everything is illusion. That's not what I mean. I mean that don't trust your fears to guide your way. Just face them and see what they have to say, okay? Because there is some kind of healing here. There is some kind of forgiveness. We get the Page of Cups. There is some kind of purity at heart here. Some kind of new beginning maybe. by letting go of the past. And I'm seeing the white rabbit too, so maybe you want to follow the white rabbit down the rabbit hole. It's interesting because we got 7 moons here, so there's a lot of moons. So maybe there's been 7 months since you knew that you needed to take this decision, but you weren't able to. You knew that you had to address this wound, but you weren't able to. It's been 7 months, or this could be initiated on the 7th month, so that's July. Some of you might be Cancers because it is the moon card and July. It could also be something that happens in July or that will happen 7 months from now. We never know, right? Take it as it resonates. Any more advice here? 4 of Cups. Yeah, there is some kind of neglect. You haven't, but also, not only neglect, I would actually turn it around and say that you don't know what to expect. You can't expect something to be a certain way, but it won't. It would be foolish to do so. It actually is more expansive than that. There's something hidden behind the scenes that you cannot see yet, but you need to take that first leap of faith into the unknown, into your feelings, into your heart. Yeah, is there anything else that we need to know for this specific reading, whomever it may pertain to? If this resonates with you, please let me know down below. Also comment what's going on with you. It's been a while. And don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to know why I've been on a break for 7 months. Yeah, 7 months, right? Well, then you can always check out the reading that, the post that I just did. There, I tell you a little bit more. We got 6 of Coins. Strength, 10 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 6 of Cups, King of Wands, and the Death. All right. So I think what's going to happen, my loves, is that you have been trying to maintain some kind of fairness and balance when it comes to whomever this connection is pertaining to. It could be, like I said, a family member, a sibling, a parent, could even be through marriage or some kind of partnership. Whatever it is, you have been trying to be fair about it, and trying to tame the beast, because there's been a beast here. And I don't know, it doesn't have to mean that it's a physical, actual beast, somebody that's just nobody you want to have around, but it could be somebody that's really a toxic behaving person, that puts you in a position of guilt, of fear, of shame, and always triggering the fuck out of you. Excuse my language. But you've been trying to tame the beast. You've been learning a lot on a soul level, but you've been trying to keep it cool and cool it down and calm it down and make this person relax and make everything seem fair and make, calm down the stress. But what's been happening is that you are really done with it. You're really tired. You can't do this anymore. I think also the circle is done. It's closed. You can't stick around anymore. You can't wait for them to be there for you either, okay? Then we got the 8 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So if this is about children or siblings, there will be very acute communication. This is not about siblings or children. I wowould say this is somebody that you feel like you've lived, lifetimes with before. You feel very connected to, almost like in a childlike kind of way. Or maybe somebody that you had a connection to in your childhood. Either way, this is a lifelong friend. It's a beautiful friendship. It's a kinship. But there will be quick communication right after you feel like you're done taming the beast, right after you feel like you're done trying to maintain some kind of, homeostasis in the situation. Right after you feel like this is it, the communication will be quick. And what will happen actually is that something will die, and I think you're the one taking action. You're the one taking action for this thing to die. I think also, your shadow, that shadow that we talked about in the beginning, right? Here, that kept you stuck. This is actually dying. You're saying goodbye to it. And out of it comes the phoenix, the rising, you know, from the ashes into the fire. But also, you know, this is the peacock, which also represents rebirth, you know. So there's this rebirth, reinvigoration of life. It's beautiful, very, very beautiful. Any final cards that we need to know for this reinvigoration? We got the Sun card and the Knight of Cups. I think, you know, I think you're ready to put yourself out there again and to be in your light again. I think you've had enough of being in your darkness, or whatever kept you there in the darkness. But in order for you to reach the sun, you have to go through the moon. You have to go into the darkness, into the night, and into the depths of your feelings, of your soul, and be honest with how you really feel, in order for you to really go through that gateway and be out on the other side, where you actually feel liberated from whatever this Eight of Swords situation is. Five of Swords situation is this conflict of heart, conflict of mind, I would say, fear, abandonment, rejection, etc. Right? It's all good from here. It's all good. And there might be somebody coming in to help you too. That could be this kindred spirit, or it could be, you know, just a friend, or it could be just you that is in this energy. But it's a very, you know, flirtatious and beautiful and loving energy, where you're like putting yourself out there again, extending yourself in a different way, because you're ready now to be in that light, because you don't have that baggage anymore. Yeah, good. I'm happy for you. Now let's find out. We're gonna take an oracle card from my Sacred Space Oracle deck. Let's find out what's there for you, my loves. Yeah, Sacred Space, may you open. You got my card. This is the card that's number 4, and this is the one that actually initiated this whole deck, as you can see. It represents opening your heart, but you have to go into your heart first. So, like it always does, it very much lines up to what I've been talking to you about. Let's read the medicine here, okay? Medicine. Precious gold, love is what you are. May you open, sacred space keeper of all gold. Make more love with soul deep into the soils of your heart, where ancient alchemy ignites the spark of who you truly are. Within you is the everlasting flow of life. Within you is the essence of all existence. You hold the essence of the divine within your being, and all you've ever need is to open up and allow yourself to flow. At times, there is wisdom in being closed off. At times, there is wisdom at being a hidden gem. But this card tells you that now it is time for you to open up yourself. Whatever it is that you carry within your shell is asking to come forth. No shit, Sherlock. That's what I've been saying. Crack that wall open and let it flow abundantly. There is true alchemy in allowing the light to grow from the darkest depth of you, because all the gold that you seek lies within your heart. This is a prayer for you to open up and grow, for you to expand and take up more space. This card asks you to open in order to receive and in order to share yourself. Most importantly, this card knows that you are ready for the answers hidden in the sacred alchemy of your heart and soul. Blessings, that's truth, yeah. All right, let's see. What is the mantra? The mantra says, I hereby open myself up to the sacred gold that resides within my heart. I allow the alchemy of love to flow through me. So be it, so it is. Hope you like this. Bye.